rockfish, not really an eater. Gonna put it back in the drink. Yoo-hoo.
What's up? This is Baltouche.
Checking in.
Fucking bitch. Decent amount of swell out here today. Already got Jack Red's already got
Take a look at
two
the stringer here. Couple of rockfish so far.
mega rockfish. That thing's
Definitely an
enormous. Thought it was a ling at first because it was so fucking big when it came out, but pretty sick.
She'll fry. We'll check back in a little bit when we catch another fish. Alright, we just got out of the water. Camera ended up dying when we were out there, but got this one around 33-inch ling. Definitely an eater. Get home, get on the cutting board, all on the big hammer swim baits. Yoo! Also got a couple of rockfish. Definitely gonna make some good tacos. A little olive. Got this guy too right off the bat when we got out there.
Ooh, still alive.
Got this nice rockfish right off the bat when we got out there on the big hammer. Can't complain. Good morning.
So big it doesn't even fit in the frame.
Alright, so it's a little while later. We're back at the house now, filleting the fish. I already did the first two rockfish, but I figured I'd film this big rockfish and the lingcod, how I usually fillet it, pretty much what goes down. Okay, so the first incision that I usually make is like at an angle right here behind the gill plate. So pretty much just come in, go like that, get it right behind the gills and right behind the fins. So you get pretty much that cut going at an angle. Get it all the way through. Then I usually just get the tip of my knife. I come in from the top. I try to find right where that spine is. And then I'm gonna just go a little bit in the length of the fish, just right where that spine is, all the way down. Okay, so pretty much once you have this entire length cut down and you locate the spine, then it's time to come down and scrape the meat straight off the spine to get real the entire fillet. So just going like that, and it's really nice when you hear that clicking noise because you know you're right on the spine of the fish and you know you're not wasting any meat. So once you get down at a fair amount, eventually you're gonna hit the rib cage right around here, where that's when you need to break through it with the knife and put your knife all the way through and you can get the entire fillet off. So first I'm gonna go through the belly, go all the way across, pull it through to the tail. So now you have this entire half is removed. Then start at the top. This helps to have a sharp knife. Punch her through the rib cage into its gill plate area. Cutting through the belly, like that. Cut through the stomach right there. Boom. There you go, you got your fillet right there. No meat wasted. You're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now that we have both of the fillets removed off the sides of the fish, I'm gonna do a quick video on how to remove the skin off the back, depending on how you wanna cook it. Some people cook it with the skin, but I usually prefer to just take the skin right off. So it helps if you can get on the edge of a cutting board or something. I like to start down here at the tail, make a vertical cut down and kind of dig my fingernails in. And then you want to just get to that spot right above the skin, start stretching it, and you can, if you're careful, just slide your knife along, moving your hand up like this as you move forward, and you can just get all of the meat right off the skin. Boom. Skin's off. Gonna throw it away. There's the fillet. We just need to cut the little bit out where the ribs are. Take some bones out and it's ready to be cooked. Here's the lingcod from this morning. Measured out to be around 33 inches. I think it might be my biggest one I've ever got. But we're gonna get it on the cutting board, see how much meat this bad boy yields. Stay tuned. Okay, we got the lingcod on the table. Had to upgrade the cutting board a little bit. So similarly to the rockfish, we're gonna pretty much do the exact same thing. So we're gonna come right behind the gill plate. First cut at a huge angle up towards the back of the head. Come right around here behind this fin, so we get this big angled cut going. All the way through there. Okay, that's the first cut. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing we did on the rockfish. A little bit of the knife, all the way down this until we get to the tail. It's gonna take a little bit longer. Okay, so as you can see, I got this entire cut going the length of the lingcod. Next step, we're gonna scrape the meat straight off the bone. Okay, so now that I'm pretty much all the way through, you're gonna start feeling a resistance from here where the bones are and down here where there's some bones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna puncture through this for the rib cage area, and then I'm also gonna puncture through here and get the entire bottom half of the fillet off. So follow the spine, put it through, slide it all the way to the tail, boom. That half's off. Now we're gonna have to break through the hard part right here. There you have it. It's one half of the fillet of the lingcod. Fair amount of meat on there. Definitely a couple bones. Gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. So here's the lingcod after filleting it. Pretty good deal. Nothing goes to waste. Gonna throw this thing in the trash can. Make some dinner. Alright guys, so we're back in the kitchen. We're about to prepare this rockfish for some fish tacos tonight for dinner. So the fish has just been chilling in the fridge down here. Tonight we're going to be cooking up the rockfish. Alright, so here we got all the rockfish cut up. I pretty much just took the bones out and cut it up into small little chunks. So for this recipe, we're going to want to preheat the old oven to 350. So for this recipe, I'm gonna lay down a fair amount of butter, then I'm gonna put the fish on with a couple of different seasonings and a lot of lemons. So now I got all the butter laid down with all the fish on top, and now it's time to start seasoning this thing. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze a bunch of lemons into this mix. Now we pretty much got the butter, the fish, and the lemon all laid down. Now we're gonna start seasoning it. So we're gonna put some garlic on the top. Next we're gonna throw on some pepper. Next we're gonna throw in a little bit of salt. So now the oven's preheated. We got this bad boy ready to go. We're gonna pop it in, check on it in a little bit.
What's up guys, it's Dr. Crisp here. We're gonna crisp up this fish with some Montreal steak seasoning. Oh yeah. Stir a little. Throw it back in the oven. 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Approved.